Munson Music. I'm going to talk about how you can play a song called Leave the Night On by Sam Hunt. And I ended up cabling this on 2nd fret to kind of match the recording, but walk through a couple things in root position just in case you don't have a capo. And it does start off with this cool little intro lick, and you'll kind of hear 2nd fret on the high E string, going to 3rd fret on the high E string. So you got this 2, 3, 2, 3, 2, 3, 2, 3, 2, 3, 2, 3, 2, 3, 2, 3. 2, 3, 2, 3, 2, 3, 2, 3. Kind of working an F sharp note to a G note. F sharp G, F sharp G. Kind of working that. And the chord that would kind of back that up. And some of the song actually is kind of ambient. And I'm kind of taking some parts later on and going, oh, that's what chord they're implying. But we start on a G major chord. When we play G major, first finger goes to A on the 2nd fret, 2nd finger on the low E 3rd fret, and 3rd finger on the high E 3rd fret. And if you strum all those together, oh, the beautiful sound of G major. Now you may also dig on putting the 3rd finger on the B 3rd, pinky on the high E 3rd, kind of working that for your G major. And then from the G, actually through the intro, actually we kind of have this G 2 3 4 da da, G da 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 da, G da 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 da. And at the very end, you'll kind of hear a little bass change from the G to a C major chord. And the way you play C major, first finger goes to the B on the 1st fret, 2nd finger on the D 2nd fret, 3rd finger on the A string 3rd fret. And if you strum the A string to the high E string, that sounds a C major chord, and it sounds really happy. Now you may also dig on lifting off the 1st finger and making that a C major 7, or adding in the pinky on the B string 3rd for a C major 9, so you can kind of say some things around the C. Or especially if you're digging on that 4th finger G major, you may dig on a C major 9 a different way by doing 1st finger on the D 2nd, 2nd finger on the A 3rd, 3rd finger on the B 3rd, and the pinky on the high E 3rd. Kind of working that for your C major 9. So through that intro, we kind of got that G 2 3 4 5 6 7 8, G da 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 da, G 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8, and then G 2 3, and then kind of a C 2. So on that last G C, that's the one weird part is those chords half. So you may want to do kind of a 4 count on each of those, or you can do a 3 plus 5, which would be very cool. Kind of a G 2 3 C 1 2 3 4 5. Or a couple other strumming options actually through the tune. One of my favorite strum patterns for a 4/4 like this is down, down, up, up, down, up. So we took the G and just tried that a lot. You'd have down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down. And the weird part is where that G, C halves, and you could do it as kind of a down, down, up on each of those chords. Or you may want to kind of split the pattern. Maybe do the G with a down, down, and then hit the C for the up, up, down. So through the intro that way, you know, the G, G da 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 da, G da 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 da, G down. Now see on the up, down. Or for myself, what feels a little bit more like the recording is something called a 16th note strum pattern. And what I mean by that is if you're tapping your foot to the B, right now we're kind of dividing that beat into 2 parts with our down, down, up, down, up. 1, 2, 1, 2, and that's called an 8th note. What a 16th note is where you divide that into 4 parts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And one of my favorite 16th note strum patterns is long down, 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 up, down, down, up, down, up. And what I mean by that is if you take the G and do it down for 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's what you're doing on the first beat. Then on the second beat, you're doing a down on 1, down on 3, up on 4. So you're going 1, 2, 3, 4, down, 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 down. And then on the third beat, you do a up on 2, down on 3. So you're going 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, up, down, 1, up, down, 1, up, down. And then on the last beat, you're going down, up, right along with the 1, 2, 3, 4. So down, 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 down. So all together, you get a G. Is where you hit that G, C. You may want to do just a down, 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 up, kind of half the strum pattern on each chord. Or you can split the pattern by doing a G down, 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 up, and then go to the C for the up, down, down, down. So all the way through that intro, that way you'd have that G. G, eventually at other points of the tune, kind of gravitate towards another 16th note pattern. And one of my other favorite 16th note strum patterns is a down, up, down, up, down, up, 16th note strum pattern. And what I mean by that is if you take the G and do it down on 1 and up on 4, you'd have kind of 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, down, up. Then on the second beat, you do it up on 2, down on 3. So you're going 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, up, down, 1, up, down, 1, up, down. And then on the third beat, you do it up on 2, up on 4. So we're going 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, up, 1, up, 1, up. And on the last beat, we keep the down, up, on the 1, 2, 3, 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So all together on that, you'd have down. Changes do the G with the down, up, and then go to the C for the down, up, down, down. Kind of dig on that. So G, down, up, C. And then from that intro, then we'll be going into our main verse idea. And this is a little ambient the first time through, but we start out on the G major. Then we go to a D major chord. And when you play D major, first finger goes to the G on the 2nd fret, second finger on the high E 2nd fret, and third finger on the B string 3rd fret. And if you strum the D string to the high E string, that sounds a D major chord and it sounds really, really happy. Now on Ds in general, it can be kind of cool to lift the 2nd finger. It was a dangerous finger to lift. It makes a D sus2. Or you could add in the pinky on the high E 3rd for a D suspended chord and kind of say some things around the D. And then from the D, we go to an E minor chord. We have first finger on the A 2nd, second finger on the D 2nd. And if you strum all those together, that sounds an E minor chord and it sounds really sad. Now you may also dig on adding in the third finger on the B 3rd, pinky on the high E 3rd. Kind of working the E minor that way. It's kind of an E minor 7. And then from the E minor, we go back to C. And all these chords kind of half like we were talking about. So you have kind of that G, 2, 3, 4, D, E minor, C. Or you can do the down, down up on each chord. G, D, E minor, C. Or you can split the pattern. G, down, down, D on the up, down, E minor, down, C on the up, down. Or you can do the 16th. It's kind of that down, down, down up on each chord. Or you can split that pattern. G, down, down, D, up, down, down, E minor, down, C. Or you can use the other 16th. Down, down, E minor, up, C, up, down. We repeat that 4 times, and then we go into our pre-chorus part. And our pre-chorus has these really cool hits, actually. If you wanted to follow the bass line there, you'd have 3 on the A string, 3 on the low E twice, open D, and then 2nd on the D, open D, and then 3rd on the A, and then 3rd on the low E twice, and then open D. So the notes you're kind of following is kind of a C, G, G, D, E, D, C, G, G, D. And you could even make this just kind of a big chord hit idea, actually, kind of that C, G, G, D, E minor, D, C, G, G, D, kind of through that part. Or you could kind of round it out and you could use any of those strum pattern options, actually, kind of C, G, D, E minor, C, G, and kind of a big D. And then from that pre-chorus, then we're going into our chorus idea. And our chorus kind of almost like our pre-chorus, actually, kind of our C to our G, and then D, E minor, C, G, and then we got a whole pattern on a D, and then we go back to the C, and normally we kind of do a big hit on the C at the very, very end of the chorus. And then we'll basically be repeating those parts until we get to our solo part. And on our solo, we start out on the E minor, and then more E minor, and then we go to our G, and then our C, and then back to our G, and then we do a big hit on an A minor chord. And normally you do this first finger on the B 1st fret, second finger on the D 2nd fret, third finger on the G 2nd fret. And if you strum all those together, that sounds an A minor chord, and that sounds really sad. Now around A minors in general, though, it can be kind of cool to lift the first finger and then an A sus2, or add in the pinky on the B third for an A suspended chord, and you can say some things around that chord. Or if you want to jazz it up, you could lift off the third finger and make it an A minor 7, or you could add in the pinky on the high E third for an A minor 7. Or if you're digging on the C major non-voicing, you may want to think about an A7 sus, where you can do first finger on the D second, second finger on the G second, third finger on the B third, pinky on the high E third. You kind of work that for your A minor. So all the way through that solo part, you have kind of the E minor, E minor, G, C, G, and a big A minor, kind of at the end of that. And then from there, we'd be repeating our pre-chorus and our chorus, and then going into our outro, which is kind of like our intro or our verse part. Now the weird part is to play along with Sam Hunt, though, instead of starting on a G chord, he's starting on an A major chord. So to play along with the recording, what you want to do is take a capo, and if you put the capo on 2nd fret, then now your G is really an A major, your D is really an E major chord, your E minor is really an F sharp minor, and your C is really a D major chord, and your A minor, when we get to the bridge part, is really a B minor chord. But you could kind of kick it off with just that intro part, actually, kind of that 2 3 2 3 2 3 2 3, kind of working that idea. And what I was kind of digging on that part too, actually, is kind of taking the first finger to hold down the F sharp, a second finger on the low E third to kind of get the G note in on it, and then going between that idea and the third finger, kind of adding and subtracting in on the high E. On that, you might want to experiment with that lick too, or you can do just the down idea, kind of G, 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 and I'm kind of adding a little right hand movement there, G, C, or you could do your down, down, up, and have the G, 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 down. Now see on the up, down, up, or you could work your 16th idea, G, 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 down, see up, down, or you could work the other 16th pattern, G, there, then we'll be going into our main verse idea. And you can do that any of those ways we've been talking about, kind of G, D, E minor, C, or you can do the down, down, up, kind of G, D, E minor, C, or you can split that, G, down, the up, down, E minor, C, or you work the 16ths, G, D, E minor, C, or you work the other 16ths, and then we go into our pre-chorus part. And you might want to just kind of follow that hit, actually kind of G, C, G, G, D, E minor, D, C, G, D, or you could fill in that time with any of those strum patterns, actually kind of C, G, D, E minor, C, G, D, or if you're digging on the 16ths, and you can even mix up between them, actually, this could be very cool too. Kind of C, G, D, from there, then we'll be going into our chorus part. Whatever, C, G, D, E minor, C, G, and kind of our whole pattern on the D, and C, and kind of our big C hit. Or if you're digging on the 16th idea, you have the C, G, D, E minor, C, G, and our whole pattern on the D, C, kind of our big C hit, kind of through that with the 16ths. And then from there, then we go into kind of a little piece of our verse, actually, kind of in between, almost like a chorus tag. Now, one other thing I think about adding to the song, though, is bass notes. And a lot of times on that first down, with the down, down, up, you can throw in a bass for the chord. G, you'd have low E for the bass. On the D, you'd have the D for the bass. On the E minor, you'd have low E for the bass. And on the C, you'd have the A for the bass. And on the A minor, we'd have the A for the bass. So if we tried our next verse with a bass down, up, down, up, you could work it a couple ways. You could do just the bass down on each chord. Or you could split the pattern with the bass. Bass, down, D, up, down, E minor, bass, down, C on the up, down, G, low E, bass, down, D on the up, down, E minor, low E, bass, C, G, D, E minor, C. 4 times for our verse. Or if you're digging on the 16th pattern, you could work it off of bass, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, or bass, bass, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, or bass, bass, down, down, up, bass, down, up, down, which could be very cool. So you could work just the bass, down, down, up on each chord. E minor bass, down, down, C bass, down, down, up, or you could split the pattern with bass. It's kind of a G with a bass, down, down, up, D with a up, bass, down, up, down, up, E minor with a bass, down, down, up. Down, down. So G, down, down, up, bass, bass, E minor, down, down, up, C, up, bass, down, up, G, down, down, D, up, bass, down, E minor, down, down, C, up, bass, down, down. Or if you're digging on the other 16th, you could work it as a bass, bass, up, down, up, down. This can be kind of cool with the halving chords. You do the G with the bass, up, D with the bass, up, down, down. The bass, up, and C with the bass, up, down, down. So we tried it that way, you'd have the G, D, minor bass, up, C, G, D, E minor, C, G, D, E minor, C, G, D, E minor, C. Pre-chorus, and you could just follow those hits like we've been doing, kind of C, G, G, D, E minor, D, C, G, G, D, or we could try with a bass, down, up, down, up, and have the C, G, D, E minor, C, G, the big D, or we could try the 16th ideas through it. And you have the C, G, there, then we'd be going into our next chorus. So we tried our bass, down, up, down, up. We'd have the C, G, D, E minor, C, G, D, C. Then kind of play through that last C, that second chorus. Or if you're digging on the 16ths, we got the C, G, our solo bridge part, and we could do that with just a bass, down, up, down, up, and have the E minor, G, C, G, our big A minor hit. Or if you're digging on the 16ths, you have the E minor, From there, then we'll be going into our next pre-chorus. So we've got the kind of our C, G, G, D, E minor, C, G, G, D. And from that pre-chorus, then we're going into our last chorus. So C, G, D, E minor, C, G, From there, then we'll be going into our outro. So we have our G, D. Now, if you know the licks around these chords too, feel free to kind of take this lesson and run with it any way you want to. There's lots of ways to kind of work this, or if you know the strum patterns that you like. myself, I really want to play a G at the very, very end. Kind of make people clap. But that's the basics of how you can strum through Leave the Night On by Sam Hunt. So good luck.